The coalition is pinning its re-election hopes on a bold plan to spend billions on transport, schools and hospitals. The Premier Mike Baird is asking for a mandate to sell off half of the remaining state-owned electricity assets. It's a risky strategy. Privatisation was blamed for shock election losses in Queensland and Victoria. Labor's offering more modest spending but has guaranteed to keep the poles and wires in public hands. Ursula Malone takes a look at what's at stake.
These school children could be among the first to be taught in a new high-rise school in Parramatta. The Baird government plans to replace their overcrowded public school and the neighbouring Arthur Phillip High School with a state-of-the-art campus. Facilities that the Premier says will be the envy of the world.
It is a fantastic idea. The plan is to build a high-rise school which will accommodate around 1,000 kids, so it is very good.
But there's a catch. These families will only get their new school if the government's given a mandate to sell off the electricity distribution network, the poles and wires. Not everyone's happy.
No, not at all. If everything is going privatized, obviously we have to pay more. So I don't think it's a good idea of privatizing all electricity and everything.
If they have to do some privatization or look for some different plans to get the money, they should do that.
The government has promised $20 billion worth of spending on light rail, trains, roads and hospitals. The list goes on. Voters like what's on offer, but less than half are in favour of privatising electricity assets to pay for it. The fear is that the P word will lead to higher electricity prices.
No, I don't think that consumers need fear that at all, and it's more likely to mean lower prices.
I expect that they might fall marginally, but they're still going to be way above what they were 5 years ago.
Labor plans to spend only half as much as the coalition. The Parramatta Light Rail gets a tick, Stage 3 of WestConnex will be scrapped and a second harbour rail crossing delayed. But Labor will keep the poles and wires.
It's just crazy financial management to suggest that the only way you can fund these investments is by selling off entities that are earning super profits.
There's been plenty of privatisation under both Labor and Liberal governments, and clearly there are elements of the Labor Party itself that support what the Baird government is wanting to do.
That doesn't make the hard sell any easier when it comes to polling day. Ursula Malone, ABC News.